UCLA is a university with unlimited possibilities for students that desire world-class academics and research, unmatched diversity, incredible cultural and social opportunities, successful alumni and career networking, first-class campus facilities, plus America's top intercollegiate sports teams. Located in Westwood, just a few miles from the Pacific Ocean, UCLA's 1 square mile campus is surrounded by famous cities such as Bel Air, Beverly Hills, Brentwood, and Santa Monica.
Hello and welcome to Bruin Talk. I am Courtney Casso here with Javrina Safrai. We've got a great show for you today. We're going to be speaking with some very talented athletes from our women's water polo team as well as our women's tennis team. So thank you all for joining us today. And before we get started, let's hear some announcements from Javrina.
UCLA has a lot of exciting events. Let's take a look.
Welcome back. We are here with our first two guests from the women's water polo team. We've got Priscilla Orozco and Megan Burmeister. Priscilla is entering her third season with the women's water polo team. She's had a very impressive career. She played in all 31 matches last year, starting 28 of those. She scored 42 goals, which ranked 4th in the team. Very impressive. And then Megan Burmeister also played in all 31 matches. She scored 11 goals. One of those goals is being touted as the most dramatic goal of the season, which came in a very exciting semifinal match against Stanford, in which she got the 12th goal in a 12-11 victory. So ladies, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Welcome.
First of all, your guys' season starts in 3 weeks. How excited are you to get things going?
Well, I'm very excited for this season. So far we've gone through 2 days of practice, and it's been great. All our team chemistry has been great. Our coaches have been awesome. So far, hopefully we keep it up that way.
You guys are ready.
Yeah, I think everyone's just really excited to work hard and have fun. And I mean, practice has definitely been tough these past, 2 days. We've been working out over 5 hours a day. So it's a little much, but it's been awesome. So I think we're all kind of, kicking into high gear, which is really cool to see.
Yeah. Great. Well, I want to take it back to the beginning. How did you guys even get your start in water polo? Why water polo?
I have swam my entire life since I was a little toddler, and I'd always played basketball and soccer, and then I was in 7th grade and I was getting a little bored of swimming. Staring at that black line going back and forth can get a little tiresome. So I decided, my dad actually suggested, he's like, Megan, why don't you try water polo? And I tried it, and then I just fell in love with it immediately, and it's just so much fun. It's like a fast-paced game. It's just awesome, and I've been loving it ever since. So
nice.
I started swimming first as well, and club swimming, and the club water polo coach all of a sudden just wanted my sister and I, which also plays here, wanted us to join his team. So we just gave it a try, and just been doing it ever since then. So
Nice.
Both of you girls actually have really impressive athletic careers. What made you guys decide to become a Bruin? Let's start with you, Priscilla.
Well, I guess it was my freshman year in high school. My dad actually started bringing me to UCLA basketball games, and so I think he recruited me onto the UCLA family, so that's how I just automatically just wanted to come to UCLA.
Parents can be the best recruiters, can't they?
Yeah, they can.
Absolutely. And let's start with Megan. So last year, you guys won your 5th consecutive national title. That's very incredible. So congratulations. How do you mentally prepare for this upcoming season, trying to get a 6th consecutive, being so successful?
You know, we've never really had like a championship in mind. We just always want to play our best every game. So it's really just, I always feel as a team, I think we just take it one game at a time and just keep on trying and improving and building on the next. So when, you know, kind of the championship end of the season does start, we'll hopefully be ready for that. So it's really just taking our time and really focusing on all the little things, so when we get to the end of the season, they just become automatic, and that's when we really start to click. So.
Yeah, during the beginning of the season, our coach really emphasizes the fundamentals and all the little things, little details. Even towards the end of the season, even more the details, because that's what it comes down to it once we get into the championship, like tournaments and all that. So, yeah, I think just focusing on all the small details and also just working hard at the same time.
Definitely.
During the off season, how do you guys prepare?
During the off season, we have a lot of conditioning, which is the base, like for water polo, because we are obviously swimming all the time in that sport. So we need really good endurance, and we also train with our land workout, like our weights training and all that is a big help also.
Oh, great.
We did, I guess, yeah, swimming is probably the most important and most vital part of our conditioning, I guess. This season we ran the perimeter of the school, which is challenging. There's a reason we're in the water more than we're on land,
Yeah.
but it was a good experience and definitely kind of mentally, you know, got us a little tougher, which was awesome. So, but primarily swimming is definitely the most important.
And for those of you out there who don't know, the perimeter of UCLA, that's over 4 miles, so that's a pretty decent run you guys went on.
Yeah.
It's hilly too. It's really kind of
Oh yeah, it's not flat.
Not flat.
Definitely. So one impressive thing among millions, you guys have 4 national titles between the two of you. That's more than some universities have total.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys stay humble and keep that fire alive each season and try to work just as hard as you did last season?
Well, I don't know. Myself, I'm very impressed with what we've done as a team, and we just try not to take it for granted. I think that's the number one thing, because once the moment comes where we take it for granted, it's like I don't think we could accomplish the same as we did the previous year. So I think just not
Appreciating what you guys have and all the
exactly,
hard work that you've been through.
Yeah.
And we all really motivate each other, I feel like, which keeps us kind of in line and in check. We challenge each other every day in practice, which, you know, there aren't any like big heads or hot shot. You know, we're all working so hard together to get to that, you know, final goal. And I have to say, I remember freshman year, once we won our first national championship, I was like, I want to feel that feeling again. It is the most incredible feeling in the entire world. And I mean, I hope more people get to experience it here at UCLA, so it's just really special, and that can be a good motivator as well. So, yeah.
I'd say so.
Megan, you talked about goals. What are your personal goals? I'm sure you have plenty of team goals, but what are your personal goals here as a UCLA student and athlete?
Well, as a student, you know, obviously getting good grades and working hard in school is very important. I'm kind of toying with the idea of going to law school, so kind of kicking that into gear maybe. And then water polo wise, I guess kind of my offensive game, I'm a 2-meter defender, which is pretty hard work, and it's very fun and challenging, but definitely maybe more on the offensive end, becoming a bigger threat and just kind of just being the best teammate that I can be and just keeping everyone around. I mean, we don't have any seniors on the team, so I mean, the juniors were kind of taking more of a leadership role and just kind of settling into that, and I think so far we've all been doing a pretty nice job. So
Yeah.
Water polo wise for me also, just being a good teammate and leader, since like Megan said, we're juniors this year and we have no seniors, so I think it's very important for us to establish like a leadership position and also help out our coach, since he's like new to our team. Well, not exactly new because he was our assistant coach, but a new head coach, so helping him out as
That
well.
leads me to my next question, which thank you very much. You guys do have a new head coach this year, Brandon Brooks, and for those of you who don't know Brandon very well, very impressive athlete. He was on the men's water polo team here and the men's basketball team for a season, which is incredible. He was Mr. Basketball of Hawaii in high school. And he's an Olympian, won a silver medal with the men's water polo national team. So he's a great coach, but what's it like having a new coach halfway through your career after Adam Krikorian left to go coach the women's national team?
I mean, luckily Brandon has been our assistant for the past 2 years, so I think we've all kind of developed a rapport and we know him as a coach. So the transition, I mean, he's definitely different than Adam, but the transition has been pretty smooth. And I think Brandon, I mean, he's just as competitive and just as like fiery as we all are, so which is just awesome. He just matches our enthusiasm. I think so far it's been really awesome. So I think he's done a great job, and I'm excited to see what he does when it comes game time. So
Yeah, that's what I'm excited for. I want to see him like fired up and just coaching us on a game, on a just like a tied game. I just can't wait for that. But also like our assistant coach Molly, he made a really good choice with her, because like I mean they're both compatible and they're able to teach us so far a lot of things that Adam hadn't yet. So as far as like workouts and stuff, different things like that.
Nice.
You girls have both accomplished so much. What is your most memorable moment at UCLA, Priscilla?
Well, I think my most memorable moment was last year's championship win, just because we were the underdogs the whole way through, and we were able to just finish off that game with one more goal than the other team. So it was very memorable. So that was mine.
Must have been a very emotional win for you
Also
guys as well.
It was definitely
A lot of tears.
Yeah.
Yes, tears of joy for sure.
Yeah.
And I have to say that semifinal game against Stanford, I mean, scoring, a last-second goal to, take my team to the finals was just, I mean, it was unimaginable. I just never thought that, like, you always exactly dream of doing things like that, but to actually do that, like, for girls and, like, my best friends, it was just so exciting. And then after that, I just felt like, we knew we could do it, which is just so, I don't know, I feel like I'll probably never forget that one. So, yeah.
I know that 1 second, and it'll stay with you the rest of your life.
Exactly.
So Priscilla, this question's for you. Your sister Sarah's on the team. What's it like to play a Division I sport at the best team in the country, the best school in the country, in my opinion? What's it like to share that with her?
It's pretty awesome. I mean, we've played together. We've played along together for a while since we started. We played club in high school, but just playing at UCLA, it's like a whole different level. So it's much more special, and like just my family is just all. I could feel they're very proud of us, and I'm happy to share all these moments with her too. So we just go home and we talk to our family about what we've done here, and we don't have to be like fighting over whose school is better, because of course ours is. So yeah, it's awesome. I enjoy it a lot.
I bet.
You guys are both on the athletic director's honor roll. On top of that, you guys have had all, American accolades. How do you guys balance school, work, everything?
Well, I feel like always in high school, water polo and everything, it really taught me a lot about time management. And I think even here it's that, but just a little bit more intensified. So definitely just trying to stay on top of schoolwork, and then you don't have to think about when you're at practice. You can just focus on water polo when we're playing water polo without having to worry about, oh, I didn't turn in that assignment, or oh my gosh, I have so much reading. So just trying to really manage my time to the best way possible, and just sort of trying to keep organized and keeping on that track, because it definitely helps in the pool too when you're not stressed out about a billion other things. So that's my
focus. Focus is very important for us. Like when we're doing school stuff, we have to just focus on school stuff, academic stuff, and when we're doing water polo, everything revolves around water polo. So just staying focused on what we have to do, and also time management, and being able to manage our school, our work, and also practice I don't know, we've just been trained kind of before we even got here, so that was a big help. So yeah, I think that's how we've done it so far.
So that mentality of taking one game at a time, that really translates to how you guys approach everything here at UCLA, just one day at a time, one test at a time, one class, right?
Yeah, I think that's probably the easiest way so you don't get overwhelmed. I feel like if we thought about the whole season or all 10 weeks of a quarter, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna, go in a cave or something and freak out. But no, definitely just one day at a time. I think that's probably the most, relaxing and most obtainable way to absorb everything and do it all. So
yeah, like it's hard to not think about these first hard 3 weeks that we're gonna go through, like hell month probably, but people call it.
Used to be hell week, now it's a whole month.
Yeah. So it's hard not to think about the whole thing like that, but it's true. We have to just take it one practice at a time, or else we'll be overwhelmed and won't be able to focus in what we need to focus on. So.
Last question for you guys and for all those little girls out there that want to get to where you guys are. Who are your role models, whether it's a water polo player, an athlete, a friend? Who do you look up to?
Well, I have to say my parents, both. I can't choose either one, but both, because they whatever they do, they always make the time for my sister and I to succeed. Like, they got us to where we are now, so I appreciate them. I'm thankful for them, and I also look up to them because they've just done very good in my eyes. So that's sweet.
I have to say my brother and sister, they're quite a bit older than me, and so I was always looking up to them, always going to their sporting events and all of that, and they just really taught me all about the rewards of hard work and just what you can do when you put your mind to something and really just going for it all the time, and sort of like a no regrets attitude, just pedal to the metal. So I love them so much, and they really feel like they're a big reason why I am who I am today. So.
Well, both of you obviously have great families and have been influenced and raised well. So thank you on behalf of Javrina, and I thank you very much for coming today.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
And next up on Bruin Talk, we'll be talking with a couple athletes from our women's tennis team, and that is up next.
After these public service announcements.
A trophy can be made just about anywhere. But there's one place where champions are made. UCLA, champions made here.
Welcome back to Bruin Talk. I'm Courtney Casso here along with Javrina Safrai. And we're going to be speaking to women's tennis player Maya Johansson. But first, let's talk to Javrina, who's got our Athlete of the Week.
This week, we honor Markel Walker of the UCLA women's basketball team as our Student Athlete of the Week. In a recent game against Arizona State, Markel led the way to victory with a career-best 24 points. This bested her previous career high of 20 points in a prior matchup against Loyola Marymount. Against the Sun Devils, Markel also recorded 7 rebounds and 2 steals and scored a 3-pointer in the second half that really opened the way for the Bruin victory. With Markel's strength as a forward, the Lady Bruins have won their past 4 games, 2 of which were against Pac-10 teams. Her efforts assisted the Bruins in logging their first defeat of the Sun Devils since 2006. Markel was also recently named Muscle Milk Athlete of the Week for her accomplishments. Congratulations, Markel, and good luck to the rest of the women's basketball team. If you would like additional information about UCLA athletics, you can visit us on the web at www.uclabruins.com.
And we're here with Maya Johansson of the women's tennis team today. So Maya, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
So first of all, we want to start with the team is ranked number 12 in the nation nationally by ITA. What does that mean to the team, and does it affect how you guys approach this season?
Being ranked 12 is just like the start. I mean, our ultimate goal is the national tournament at the end of the year, at the end of May. So, I mean, we want to be higher. We know we can be higher. We know we can win the tournament at the end of the year. we want to be national champions, so we're just going to do everything we can. This is just the start, so.
Maya, you only have one senior on your team, Yasmin. What kind of leadership roles has she taken on?
She has a lot of experience. I mean, she won a national champion title. She was in the final the year before, so she has tons of experience. It's really great for like the younger players that, I mean, they're freshmen and you know they don't really know what it is to like handle pressure in like a big tournament. So she gives us a lot of advice, and I mean, all the juniors, we try, you know, to help her. We try to be like mini leaders too, you know, because it's a tough role to play, you know, being the only senior. I mean, she has school, she has to handle like tennis too, so we try to help her as much as we can. But she's awesome.
That's good though. I mean, as a junior, you have to kind of step up and be a leader as well. And you mentioned the freshmen, which was my next question. You guys have 4 freshmen. How has it been? It's a hard transition into college. How has it been for those freshmen getting acclimated into Bruin life, academics, athletics, all of that?
Yeah, I think, you know, the first month, it's always really hard for everybody, especially for athletes, because we have to handle like practice and school, and it's a lot different from high school. And they are doing really well. I mean, we are helping them, you know, as much as we can for like school and tennis, and they are doing really well.
What advice do you give them? What have you told them?
You know, to like stay focused on whatever they're doing, you know, be on top of like their homework for school, and, you know, not to be like late on everything, and tennis, just give everything they can during practice and matches, you know, just do like as good as you can.
Just being supportive to them.
Maya, you play both singles and doubles. Which one do you prefer and why?
I prefer to play singles just because I didn't know how to play doubles before. In France, like, you don't play doubles a lot. So when I came to the US, I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to learn how to play doubles. So I can say that after 2 years of practice, intense practice for doubles, I'm doing much better. And I like to play doubles more and more now. It's like, I don't know, I understand the game. I know how to move with my partner and stuff. And I like both now, I can say.
I would imagine in doubles, you've got to have very strong communication with your partner. What kind of communication issues arise, and do you guys get angry with each other and then you just kind of move on if there's been a little communication
Yeah, you know,
issue?
sometimes you can be a little frustrated with your partner, but like you say, communication is a key. And I mean, you can like tell her that you're mad at her, you know? You're a team, so I mean, if she loses to the point, I mean, you can be responsible too. So, I mean, you just have to be really supportive, always positive. That's the key. I mean, at least for me, I don't like when my partner say, "Oh, you sucked," or
yeah, that probably doesn't feel good.
No, it doesn't feel good. So, you know, I always try to be positive and I, you know, be like, "Come on, okay, next point, we can do this," or
lift each other up.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Okay.
So.
Maya, what are your personal goals, both academically and athletic?
I want to graduate.
That is a good number 1 goal.
Yeah, a good number 1 goal. I don't know yet what I'm going to do after college, if I want to go back to France or, but I want to have like a reasonable GPA, obviously, so I do my best. Sometimes it's not easy, especially science classes, not my favorite thing, but so I just want to graduate with an honest GPA, you know, something pretty good. And tennis, I just want to do my best, and I don't want to have any regrets after college. I just want to, you know, every match I want to do my best, and I want to win a national champion title, you know, so I want to have my ring. I didn't get it yet, so I just, want to do my best in everything, school and tennis.
Well, we hope you get a ring too. I want to see that ring on you too.
Okay, I'll show you next time.
One thing that you guys, and this is standard throughout the country, most college tennis teams, they do a lot of tournaments preseason before you get going into your season.
Yeah.
What are some of like the benefits and disadvantages of playing back-to-back tournaments?
One of the disadvantages is you play a lot of matches in one day.
Yeah.
you play like 3-4 matches in one day. It's a lot, and especially, you know, we can get injured a lot. I had a shoulder problem, so it didn't help me to play 4 matches a day back to back. So that's not the best, but it's pretty good because you get to have like a lot of matches. So because during the season you have like 1 match a week or 2 matches a week, and during the tournaments you have like 5 matches in 2 days. So you get to practice, you know, matches, and so that's a good point. So
That's a lot of you know, work out there.
it is, especially it's over the weekend, so we have a busy weekend, and then when we get back to school on Monday, we're like,
So your
we're
downtime
tired.
doesn't really exist. I mean, you're playing on the weekends and it's right back to school.
Yeah, pretty much. But we're used to it, so it's not that
You're
bad.
athletes at UCLA.
Yeah,
You can
exactly.
handle it. You can handle it.
Maya, what teams are you looking forward to play?
SC, of course. You know, they are our biggest rival, and it's always so great to beat them. Like, you're just so happy, you know, at the end, you're like, yes, we won.
It's almost as exciting as a national championship.
Yeah.
Beating SC, that rivalry is so
Almost.
strong. Yeah, almost, not quite.
Not quite, but yeah, you know, I mean, every time you play them, there's so much like rivalry, and like, I don't know, you can feel the tension between the girls, and that's awesome. I love that. So I can't wait to beat them again.
I bet. Tennis is really hard on your body, and you mentioned playing 4 matches in a day when it's tournaments, and you had a little shoulder injury. Talk to me a little bit about pre-injury treatment and the treatment you get here with your athletic trainers. Are you guys well taken care of? Do you work a lot with your trainers?
Oh yeah, the trainers are awesome. I mean, I go there every day almost for my shoulder. They are like treating me like I'm like the princess over there, you know. I just get in, you know, they take care of me, and I don't have to do anything, you know. They're like, okay, you have to do this and this, you know, I just follow. And we have a trainer when we practice, so if we have if something happen, you know, they are here to help us and stuff. So they are really good. They are doing a good job.
Nice.
And, you know, preventing injuries, you know, you have to take care of yourself, eat well, drink well, and, you know, drink the ice bath at the end of practice and all those kind of stuff. It's not fun, but you have to do it if you want to be injury-free for the season and stuff. So
Right. I mean, they're there to take care of you, but some of the responsibilities got to fall on the athlete to live a healthy lifestyle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Well, thank you very much for joining us today.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
We want to thank all of our guests here today, Priscilla Orozco and Megan Burmeister from our fabulous women's water polo team. And of course, we want to thank Maya Johansson from our women's tennis team. Please support those teams this year. And thank you for joining us as well, you at home or on your computers, wherever you may be, for joining us. And we'll see you next time right here on Bruin Talk.